Production.
Yo, let's get into this Bitcoin video. So I love how I still have everything marked up from the last time we've been looking at these charts, right? So we have euphoria up here, right? This is late 2021, right? This is in 2021 this year where we topped out. Okay, what happens is drastic drop in price, not just in Bitcoin, but in majority of assets. But this drop in price, 75%, what happens? It scares the living shit out of people who have no idea what they're talking about, right? So now they bought up here, right? They seen it. They bought it at 50K. They bought it at 45K. They bought it at 40, but it's still going lower. So now it's a scam. No, it's a scam. Screw this. It's not worth it. It's basically the rich trying to get richer. All these excuses. Don't make excuses. Understand and educate yourself on what you're investing in. Understand and educate yourself on technical analysis. Educate yourself on market psychology. Why do you want to do these things? Well, you want to do that because if you are someone who's interested in markets, why not have an advantage over the guy who's not paying attention, right? That's just simply how I think of it. So over the past now, what is it? Over 5 years now, I've been studying charts, studying markets, learning about psychology, right? Doing these. And now when I apply it to the charts, I feel confident accumulating in these areas because I have like a long-term thesis with the research that I've done on Bitcoin. Right? I've seen this. I've seen that. I've experienced both. I understand the emotions along the way. I'm only investing in with money that I can afford to lose, right? So there's a bunch of these things adding up. Now I'm at a significant advantage over other people, right? So this is like just a few of the small basics that you should very much so look into if you are the type who wants to invest. Don't just be that guy who buys and just hopes and it ends up being at the top, right? Because you're way more likely to buy at the top if you are that type of person because you just get roped in to the market psychology. It's honestly hilarious. Everyone's talking about Bitcoin over here. It's going to be the future. Over here, it's a scam. So let's get into the technical analysis, okay? Weekly time frame. I'm going to zoom into the 2-day here. Yeah, 2-day. So here we have this falling wedge. We've been coiling up for months, right? This is May 2022, coiling in this wedge. We hit a low of 15,000. Now everyone here is now expecting, okay, it's going to go to 12, right? It's going to go to 10,000, 12,000. I'm not going to buy until then. So now what's happening is we're getting this pump. We're seeing this pump, whether that's institutional buying, which I do think it could be. Who knows what it could be, right? All the FTX fallout, all of these exchanges going under, yet now we're seeing the price increase. So who is it actually buying, right? Could be a mix of retail institutions and like other companies. Apparently Tesla owns like a bunch of Bitcoin too now. That could be the case. But most importantly, like what the significance of all this is that the people who think it's still going to go lower, they're not going to buy. So what's going to happen? We have this big pump and now we're going to go sideways likely, maybe even dip back down to the 20,000 range, but we're going to go sideways and build up another sideways base for a little bit. That's what we're looking at here, right? So again, we'll go to the weekly time frame and this is the 8 EMA. Now the 8 EMA, look how far we are above it. It's going to take some time to go sideways, let the 8 EMA catch up in this range. So then the 8 EMA then goes flat. We use it as support before we make that move to the upside. So what I'm paying attention to here on Bitcoin, we'll go to the daily time frame now, right? We had this clean breakout around this zone. This is what I'm paying attention to. And I will erase a bunch of this in the meanwhile, just one sec. But that's what I'm looking for right here. Let's get some of these lines out of the way. All right, so this is what I'm looking at. We have this falling wedge. We get this clean breakout, increase in bull volume. So we look at the 2-day, increase in bull volume. And now bull flag after, that's what we're looking for, another bull flag to be created. So we're looking to see in the coming weeks now, do we stay in this zone? Do we use that 20K as support if we do come back down in this range? I think gathering Bitcoin in these ranges are nice. You're getting it relatively cheap compared to the high still. Like, don't keep that out of mind. Like, if you're looking at the very high, you're getting it at a 66% off. Like, you're talking about Black Friday. Never mind, it's been on sale. You know what I'm saying? So Bitcoin here is very interesting. Again, I'm pretty sure regulation is on the way. They plan on having like central banks to be able to custodian your Bitcoin. The US government is starting to release documents on how cryptocurrency is going to be pretty much used and how they're trying to legalize and get all that structure behind it. My terminology is a little bit off, but I have a bunch of links that I've been sending into my Discord that I find are very interesting. So don't sleep on it, right? Again, if you don't know, educate yourself. Don't be the person who's just going to go, oh, I would never buy that, or I would never invest in this. Why? Right? That's the question you should be asking. Why? Let curiosity lead you to opportunity. So that's the breakdown here on Bitcoin. What we're looking for is this weekly time frame, the 8 EMA. We want to see it catch up. We're going to see if we potentially use the 20K as support, right? So we get something like this where we get the breakout, we come back, test as support for a little bit, and then we get that move to the upside, then trying to tackle the 25, the 27, the 30K. So that's what we're looking at here on Bitcoin. Don't sleep.